Let's see today's Sunday project. It's called Trail Through the Woods. I've already gotten back through here with the machete. And what I want to do is clear out a little trail that the grandkids could explore. And it just goes everywhere through here. We take a turn this way, and our little trail comes up on a place where the trees thin out a little bit. That sure saved me some machete whacking, because it got a little easier going through here. And it opens up right out in the middle of this field. The trees end, and we got this big old grassy place. Kind of cool. Over here I saw that some of the grass was already laid down. This is where the hunters come through, bird hunters that frequently hunt out here. That backs up right to the edge of the farm field. Pretty cool. Another Sunday project, imagine that. The problem I got here is this electric weed whacker. Doesn't have a head on it. Can't find the parts for it. So what I've come up with is right here, I've drilled a hole there, and 180 degrees, another hole. I've got these two washers and these bolts with a pretty thick head on them that I got from up at work. What we're going to do is use them for the cutters and see what happens. Since this head is plastic, what I've done is put these washers on it to help keep from watering it out, and they slide in past there. Now it's kind of hard to do one-handed, but you get the idea. I'll put the other one in the second. Centrifugal force will hold them out. Alright, we got our two little blades in there. Screws now instead of nylon. So let's give this little guy a shakedown run and see if it'll whack some weeds. Well, I went to fire the weed whacker up and it didn't work. So after pulling it apart, found the problem. This wire right here on the brush has become detached. So I'm going to solder this back up, and we'll see if we can get this guy going. Well, so much for fixing the weed whacker. Soldering gun I've hardly ever used over the years. Doesn't work. So the weed whacker's in the truck, and it's going to go off to work where I can use a better one. Well, the little weed whacker did do a good job after all with the motor repaired. Unfortunately, I couldn't shoot it cutting with one hand because it's impossible, but it edged the grass all the way around very nicely. I tell you, those screws just tore it up. But there is one side effect, and I don't want to get the shadow. That's what the screws look like in the aftermath. The cement just bent them to pieces, but boy did it work good. But they're free. I just slap in another pair of screws and off to cutting.